So there have been a record number of job losses, and my curiosity is, with the record number of job losses, why is the market gaining so much? This makes zero sense to me. I'm looking right now. I'm on my laptop looking at my Robinhood account. And sure, my account's looking great, right? I've bet against certain penny stock companies. They're going down because they suck. They're not good companies. They're not going to make a profit. The S&P 500, though, appears to be up. I think everything's overvalued, and I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, but there is got to be a crash looming. It makes zero sense that there wouldn't be a crash. Right? So let's look at the 100 most popular. I actually like looking at the 100 most popular invested stocks on Robinhood, which actually gives you an idea of what you need to short sometimes. So good trick. If you're looking to use put contracts in Robinhood, there's a few things you can do. My thing right now, as I look at everything, I don't know what it is about millennials, and I'm looking at it. My age group, I'll never understand them. Appreciate them though; they're not that bad. I gotta admit though, there's a few stocks I'm eyeballing right now. One of them is. One of them happens to be Snap's always a good one. Inovio might be a good one. Some of these though are really risky in a bad way though. I just don't see any upside to a lot of these. I just think there's a few of them that are really overvalued, and a lot of millennials, man. And as much as I am okay with my age group, but also pissed. I don't get it. Everything's up. Everything is up. And I don't feel like we've reached the bottom. And I think what we've been seeing is a fool's hope. It's an up and down battle. I think these are temporary ups and downs. We got to take these with a grain of salt, you guys. I just feel like everything that's going up right now, something is inflating the economy. The stimulus checks help, but that's just going to put our country in more debt. First off, I will tell you guys this right now. We have to get out. Right now, we have to get out of this the state of emergency due to COVID. It's got to stop. At some point, it's got to stop, you guys. At some point, the economy's got to reopen. But when? Look, if we all practice the social distancing thing while everything's open, we should be able to open up the restaurants. If people need to wear face masks, great. As an alternative, why as an alternative, why not make more of these restaurants outdoors restaurants? You know what I mean? Instead of letting people inside, maybe you can let a limited amount of people inside, but make the majority of people go outside. The beauty about being outside is, one, it's going to be sunny. Two, and first off, I don't think there's going to be I don't think there's going to be any gains anytime soon, because nobody wants to go out. Even after all is said and done, I think there will be a level of paranoia by the mass of people. And I don't like where it's going. So I won't bet against America. I never do. I bet against certain companies, though. I bet against Aurora Cannabis is one I've heavily bet against. By the way, I just want to let everybody know it's actually going smooth. The put options that I have, it's looking like it's going to go down below 50 cents pretty soon because they're doing a reverse stock split. I think it's actually going to be on Monday. Let me look at the exact news article here. Aurora Cannabis reverse stock split. But no, I don't want to keep this episode too long. We're already 5 minutes in. My deal, you guys, right now is, one, I'm betting against a lot of companies. Companies that I know are failing, companies I know that will fail during this time. Companies that were already a penny stock beforehand. I just feel like there's going to be a lot. Oh, it's just a lot, you know. And yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out what date it is. Let's see. Market May 11th. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because they set it up on May 11th, right? I'm not going to go into this too much, but May 11th is the day they do the reverse stock split. What's going to happen, I think, is millennials, which I don't think are as educated on the markets as they should be, are going to see the price go up all of a sudden and sell their shares. What's going to happen is there will be a massive sell-off between millennials. This is going to cause a cascade effect, just as a heads up. It's going to cause a huge cascading effect. Do not be surprised when, and I'm actually kind of pissed. I just realized I could have got more shares today, more put contracts before the reverse stock split actually happens. There's certain contracts I want to get. The 50-cent ones are my faves. But I will live with the fact I can't get any more of those fucking contracts. I wanted more, man. I wanted more of those contracts. I'm gonna cry about it. But no, I bought quite a few of those contracts, I will admit. It's gonna be interesting to see how far it all tumbles. No, this didn't stop me. There's a lot of yawning in this episode, you guys. It didn't stop me though from getting as many of the contracts as I could. So a lot of these put contracts that bet against it, they're going to come in handy for me. Will Aurora Cannabis eventually go back up? I'm actually banking on it. If it doesn't, here's how it works in no short order. So all these put contracts I have will be very valuable if it keeps going down. I plan on buying more shares of Aurora Cannabis to lower my average cost even further, which is basically about $1.50 per share of my average cost. That's really great. Plus, I'm at like 2,700 shares. The reason I'm so long on Aurora is because I think they're still going to be around, and I think a bigger company is going to buy them out. I really do. They're a good company. They produce at such a high level, but they're so debt-ridden too, and that's one of the reasons why I'm heavily betting against them. You kind of have to bet against a company when not only they are so debt-ridden that their balance sheets are fucking whacked. So you got to look out for companies like that, and Aurora Cannabis falls under it. Can they recover? I still think they can. But I'm also going on the edge of probability saying they won't. So that's why I got a lot of long-term 50-cent contracts to bet against them. Like I said, I wasn't a big fan of this. I just knew it had to be done to protect my position. And worst case scenario is this. All of them expire worthless and Aurora Cannabis eventually goes back up. Look, it's an up and down market. The weed industry is a very up and down market. I've got about like 89 fucking contracts. 89, count it, baby. 89 goddamn contracts that bet against it. So this is huge. I am excited and I want to see what happens. So the reverse stock split does happen on May 11th. But no, I want to get back to the job losses. Look, this is concerning. Absolutely concerning, you guys. If you think about it this way, people, and it really hurts me to see this, man. I don't like seeing people lose their jobs and then all of a sudden Wall Street's just like still investing. I think this is going to affect companies negatively. There is no way in hell. And this is why I think there's going to be a massive sell-off in the market, because if you don't think a real depression or recession, I think it's going to be a depression. I don't... Look, you can't lock down the economy like this. You just can't. There needs to be production. There needs to be people working. There needs to be people consuming. Needs to be things being created. This is not the funnest episode I like to do. Normally I talk about, I'm just sad. I'm just sad to know people are losing their jobs. I'm sad to know, I'm happy at least people are getting, stimulus checks, something. I just seeing so many people unemployed. It just sucks. It just sucks. And I'm definitely not happy about it, man. I make this episode out of pure emotion. You never think a virus would shut down an economy. Whether it's fake or real, this is nothing good that comes out of it. Maybe we all needed the break, Maybe we all needed the break. But I'm sad. I'll admit it. Depressed. Doesn't even begin to cover it. Where do we go from here, though? I mean, I could continue to cry and think about people who are devastated. I think the best thing we could do is practice the social distancing, keep wearing masks. Still go outside, though. You gotta keep the immunities up. Go outside, play in the dirt, play in the river, play in the ocean. Do whatever you gotta do. Keep those immunities up. If we need to stay away from people for fear of the coronavirus, I get it. I really get it. Play outside. Get some sunshine. If you need to social distance, whatever. Totally fine. Sorry, you guys. I am depressed. I'm lucky I got to keep my job. I'm lucky I got all this. I mean, I work hard. I excel at my job. But I don't know what's going to happen with everybody. Sure, I'm making tons of money, and maybe I feel guilty. There's an ounce of guilt. I'm making money off the market crash. I've invested a lot of money in marijuana stocks, but in the wrong way, in the way that works. I bet against a lot of them, and the contracts are worth so much. I'm holding the majority. I'm not holding all of them, but I'm holding a fair amount of these contracts, which in essence makes them very, very, very valuable. These contracts are extraordinarily valuable, which means people are going to want to get their hands on them. And I'm not letting them go. I say when I sell. If there's one thing it's funny, I keep thinking of The Big Short. And I keep thinking of, what's his name? Mark Baum. There's a scene in The Big Short that I still love to this day, where Mark is talking about, what was it? Sorry, I'm looking up a few things here. I just think this is an unusual episode for me. Usually I'm jolly, and usually I think things are gonna go well. But we may be on the brink of a depression. Could it be similar to the crash of '08? Could it be similar to, and this isn't just in the markets, I think it's just in general, the livelihoods of the people. Look, I had the common sense, the correct sense is what I should call it. The correct sense to know to bet against some companies in the market. This crash could not happen at a better time. It's going to be scary just how much money I make from all these. Anyway, I hate to get so philosophical on you guys. You guys have always been a great audience, and I want you to know how much I appreciate you guys. Just the fact I even have people who want to watch my show. There's actually quite a bit of happiness that goes along with it. Knowing people want to watch me. And I do thank you guys from the bottom of my heart that you guys even want to take the time to view this show of all shows. You know, I have so much fun doing this show. And I don't think I could ever stop, really. It's just so much fun. Anyway, this show has gone on for quite a while. I want you to do yourselves a favor. Stay safe out there. Be smart. You know, wear the masks. When the economy opens, practice social distancing. You know, bet against really bad companies on the market. You can buy put contracts. There's an app I'd like you guys to get. This is an ending closing for you. Really valuable information is the penny stock app. Download it. Look for the top movers of the day. This is what I do personally, so I can't guarantee this will ever work, but it works for me a lot of the time. Results may vary. Download the penny stock app and look at the top movers. For the ones that are going up, it's probably a pump and dump. I usually go for the ones that are 15 to 25% gains in a day. I look them up in Robinhood, and I consider whether I should get a contract to bet against them, and I usually do. If I find they're not a good company, if their earnings have been terrible, look at their earnings. Have they had good earnings, bad earnings? How long have they been a penny stock? If they've been a penny stock for a while, it's probably not a good sign. Try to find the ones that are at least $1.50 to $2 or $1. Sometimes you can get a good result by finding the ones that are close to $1 in stock price. Sometimes you get even better results if you find them that are like 90 cents, something, 80 cents. Sometimes you want to get as close as you can to the current strike price. Long-term puts are your friends in a lot of these situations. I'm a big long-term puts guy. I really do enjoy the long-term puts. They are my favorite. But yeah, everything with Aurora Cannabis, my system is in place, and it's a system that works. I'll admit it. It's a system that works in many ways. So I want to thank you guys very much for even taking the time, as always, to view this show. You guys are good fan base, man. I mean, I know I don't have a shit ton of fans. I know I just have 12 subscribers, but the fact people want to watch my show, even if it's just to criticize it, the fact you even think about me is way too nice. I want to wish a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, also to my mom. Please be safe out there. And to everybody out there who's struggling right now, keep your head up, stay safe, protect those around you, Still develop immunities, by the way. Go outside, get dirty. If you need to social distance, I get it, which you should. But still get your immunities built up by playing in the dirt. It's Immune Biology 101. So thank you guys so much for taking the time, as always. Go Blazers, by the way. Go get that jump shot in there. Got my repping my P-Town. And I want to thank you guys once again. You guys have always been a hell of an audience, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Stay safe during these crazy wild times, but remember, always try to find a way to win. Later.